Welcome back to my channel. My last video ended kind of abruptly. Sorry, I'm like, I don't know how to. I'm barely downloading a video edit app, so I'll be editing then soon. Ew, my dogs are so gross. Stop. So, I was gonna do another video about the comics, but I'll do the rest tomorrow. I wanted to do something fun, so first episode of DC Comics Encyclopedia by a nerdy girl. This is the coolest book in the freaking world. So, the DC Comics Encyclopedia. So what I'm gonna do for this shit, and I'm super excited because it's fucking cool. Like, it has so many, and guess what? This big ass book, and there's still more characters than in this book. Okay? It's insane. So, I mean, this pretty much covers a lot, okay? But, covers a lot. There's a lot in here, but there's more even. So, get away. Sorry, my dog. Come here, Vixen. You want to say hi to the people? This is Vixen. She just stinks right now, so I'm like, ew. But anyways, so, no. So, we're going to start off by the first ever. I'm going to randomly just stop at any time. And we're going to just talk. I'm going to explain that character. Girls, I'm going to explain that character. The one that I stopped at, so. And it might be a popular character, and we might learn a fact that, nobody knew, so, well, alright, so let's, I'm so sad, alright, Parasite. I know a little bit about Parasite, but not a lot, so we're going to explain today. Well, there's a few characters on this one. Alright, so Parasite's the biggest one on here, alright? So we'll start with Parasite. That's a picture of him right here. Okay? He's a big, giant, gross, freaking, mutated parasite looking thing. So, alright, so it says, feeding frenzy. Superman's superpowers were nice appetizers, but the parasite wanted to eat the Man of Steel. So, it's showing Parasite sucks Superman dry, which is what he does. Parasite sucks the life out of you, in Superman's case, his powers, because Superman's... So it says here, debut, Action Comics, volume number 1, number 340. So if you ever want to read the debut of Parasite, there you go. Action Comics, volume 1, number 340, August 1966. 1966, so he's an older character. He's from the 60s. So they've done a lot with him over the time. Current version, Forever Evil number 1, 2013. So obviously there has definitely been a lot of different stages in this character's, point, because in the comics, because he's been around for a while. They haven't done anything with him since 2013. So let's see, real name Joshua Michael Allen, didn't know that. His base, Suicide Slum Metropolis. Action Comics, it's mostly Superman stuff. Well, yeah, so powers, abilities, life energy absorption, temporary metahuman power absorption, size alteration. So he can change his size, he sucks the life out of you, he sucks the powers out of you, and he will obtain your powers for a short amount of time. So he's fucking dangerous, okay? This guy will fuck you up. He's beaten Superman. Joshua Allen was one of the fastest, rudest, and most obnoxious bike messengers to ever ride the streets of Metropolis. He also frequently helped himself to the items he was supposed to be delivering for clients, so he was a fucking thief and a piece of shit, basically. Joshua's life changed inevitably after he crashed into a protoplasmic monstrosity in the street. Blinded by road rage, he attacked the slimy green blob and suffered a huge electric shock from downed power lines, and then lost consciousness. He awoke in a hospital with a broken leg, diagnosed as suffering from alien flu. Jesus, imagine you went to the hospital and they told you, oh, sir, this is very rare, but you're suffering from alien flu. Alien flu? You're gonna get some crazy shit's about to happen to you. So yeah, he was suffering from alien flu. He was called in the Star Labs to study him because it was so rare. So when he woke, in one explosive instant, Joshua accidentally killed the doctors by sucking out all of their life energy, draining homeless people, the aged, and even rats for a few hours of life. He hit bottom and decided to kill himself. He was saved by Superman, and that euphoric momentary contact also released his inner monster. Temporarily sedated by the Man of Steel's incredible powers, the parasite became obsessed with leeching metahuman might, a deadly casually consuming mere mortals while planning his next attack. So he's basically just a crazy Superman villain. Yeah, he's an interesting villain. So, just want to see him one more time. The other ones on there, we got Linda Park, Keystone City, powers, keen detective skills, and journalistic training. So she's from, looks like the Flash's universe, obviously, because it's Keystone City. So she's just a regular chick detective, but from a while back, 1989, she was in the Flash for the first time. And then we have, oh look, here's some fun fact about Parasite. On the record, the Parasite has changed many times since its Silver Age debut. Didn't I say that earlier? Originally, Raymond Jensen was exposed to radioactive waste and became a walking sponge who absorbed Superman's powers until they were roughly equals. That was probably gnarly. However, as decades passed, the character became a far darker, deadlier, and more primal menace. Memories and life force became the favorite fodder for the monstrous creature who would become Superman's physical equal but never his mental match. No iteration of the Parasite has ever listened to the wise old adage about not playing with your food. So yeah, interesting stuff right there. Okay, and then the only other one on here is Paria, Justice League of America, 2013. His debut was in April 1985. Base Metropolis, immortality, invulnerability, teleportation, flight, vast technology, and medical knowledge. His enemies are Alexander Luthor, Lex Luthor, and Anti-Monitor. Greatest scientist of the new Earth, but he was cursed with an insustainable hunger for knowledge. Using antimatter as a power source, he arrogantly tried to discover the origins of the universe. His actions roused the Anti-Monitor, causing the monster to begin. So he basically drove a monster into the world. Alright guys, well that was the first episode of DC Encyclopedia. There's a lot of characters in there, so next time we'll do somebody else. Bye for now. Peace, love, and Batman. Yay, yay.